man. Today's been a tough day. Tough day, man. Whew. Tough day. I'm all right, hey, but it's been a tough day, man. I'm out currently in Houston, Texas, and I was just in the courtroom for the reading of the verdict and the officer who murdered Pamela Turner today. And as much as I wanted to believe that there would be justice, my heart told me different. My heart told me that America was not ready to value the life of a black woman. I wasn't here throughout the whole trial, but just the sentiments that I got from the trial and how the judge intentionally didn't allow the jurors to hear evidence that would have given a motive. The fact that these people lived in the same housing area, that he knew the individual, that he knew she had mental health issues, that he was aware of everything that was going on. They weren't allowed to hear any of those things. And that in itself pretty much swayed, the jurors. It's heartbroken. And, I was listening and I sat in that juror, and there were 3 black people in there, right? And it was 2 women and 1 black man. And, as I watched them walk through the doors, right? If you've never been to a trial before, if you've never seen any of these situations before, you wouldn't understand this sentiment. I actually went to trial for a case, my trial, and blue trial, and I was found guilty and sentenced to 7 to 14 years. So you understand that this body language or this unspoken thing that happens when the verdict is not going to go your way. What happens is the jurors, when they come out the courtroom, they don't even look you in the eyes. They look away. They try to avoid all eye contact with you. And it's terrible. It's a terrible feeling, man, watching that woman's daughter and her sister, and her father just sit there. The outrage, just the disgust, just looking at them. I was so heartbroken. I wanted to get up and scream, but held my composure and walked out into the hallway, because I didn't want to have there be a situation. But it was so heartbreaking. It was such a heartbreaking situation, to see that America just doesn't value us. It's clear as day. You look at that video and you see a woman who was murdered. And for a verdict to come back that said anything less than that is an atrocity, man, and a great, what we call, miscarriage of justice. So, and I think when people say, why are the people mad at Kanye for his White Lives Matter shirt? You know, this is a classic example of what it is. You know, this is a classic example of what people mean. You know, this is a classic example of why people were so outraged. You know, when you play on the reality, like you see us, right? Blacks, we are being exterminated. When we understand how blacks are being exterminated and our lives do not have value in America, and we make a slogan and a mantra that says Black Lives Matter because we want this country to acknowledge that it matters, because we know it matters, but we want this country to acknowledge that it matters. And you decide as a black man to use your voice to promote the counter narrative or the protest of our protest for some level of shock value. It's disgusting. It's not funny. It's not good marketing strategy. It's none of those things. It's horrible. It's disrespectful. You know, it's traumatic. It's everything that you can think of. So I hope, you know, as we look at this verdict and we try to understand why people are mad at White Lives Matter shirt, that they understand how to draw the parallels. That they're able to draw the parallels and see why people are angry and listen and say, damn, I get why people are angry now. You know, look at this video. It's on my page. You can go look at the video and see how this woman was executed. You know, it's just so much to me, man. It really hurts. I fought back tears today. Really did. This is a tough one, man. I've been in a lot of courtrooms and had different verdicts. But this was a tough one, man, because I remember first seeing Pamela Turner's video and being outraged. And now, nearly 3 years later, we find out that the officer who killed her will not even be held accountable. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. So I need a little time to unpack mentally. But I just wanted to get up here and just share those updates with you and just say, pray for her family, pray for her daughter. She was distraught. She was broken down, and her sister. You know, they're really broken down, man. So they're going to need all our prayers and us to love upon them. Wow. In America, there's never been a conviction, a felony conviction of an officer for the killing of a black woman. Never. Let that sink in. In America, there's never been the conviction of a felony for an officer who committed the murder of a black woman. God bless y'all.